Hello everybody, welcome back to Operation Dark Horizon, turn 15, July 1943. And the U.S.S.R. and the C.C.P's turn is about to commence. But let's just start, shall we, with the C.C.P's turn. Get it over and done with. We're going to build an infantry and a militia this turn. I have 6 bucks down, but I think it was actually 5, so I'm going to correct that. And we're going to build an infantry and a militia this round, but we're going to do a few movements and one combat move, and we're going to be coming in here and taking Suyan, which has been left emptied graciously by the KMT, and we're going to march in from Hopei, 3 infantry to occupy that territory, as well as 2 mountain. We're going to move them up to the north here. So 3 infantry from Hopei, 2 mountain from Shenxi, and we're also going to move in 1 cavalry as well from Hopei, I should say. And now that'll bring the CCP up a few bucks. Actually, I think it's at 6 now, which I probably haven't been tracking that very well. And let's just see here. Yeah, so that should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's going to be their station right now. And I'm just going to correct a few things and move a few things. And let's just see here. We're going to grab a Chinese emblem. Go. And we're going to put it down here in Suyan just to clean that up. And actually forgot. I have another one there, and we'll pick up another cavalry just to clean that up as well. So we'll put this here in Hopei. With our 3 infantry. Okay, and that should be perfect. We'll put our infantry in Peking, as well as a militia here in Suyan. Or not Suyan, in Hopei. So just a final count for everybody. There should be 8 militia in Shenxi, 1 militia in Hopei, 1 cavalry in Hopei, and 3 infantry in Hopei. Suyan will have 3 infantry, 2 mountain, and a cavalry. And Peking will have 3 infantry, a cavalry, and a militia. Now, I'm going to grab a lucky die here, and we're going to roll for our recruitment roll. So we need a 4 or less and a miss. I don't think I've gotten one all game. Maybe I've gotten 1, but that's about it. So that basically concludes the CCP's turn. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to go over and roll for our tech. And we'll just do one at a time for the U.S.S.R. We got 4 techs on the go. We got 4 factories, plus the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. So we're going to roll for advanced artillery, 7 or greater. And we do get that, so we'll move that up to stage 2. Next up will be improved construction, and that is also a 7 or greater. And look at that, we got 9, so that's really good. That might influence our buys. And then long-range aircraft. Sorry guys, I pressed the wrong button. Long-range aircraft, which will be 8 or more, and strategic rockets, which will be 9 or more. So long-range aircraft, that's a hit, and strategic rockets, 9 or more. And that's a miss. The one thing I needed. And of course, that's a miss. All good, no worries. So that stays, but we're on the board with long-range aircraft. So, good to go. All right, next up. Let's look at the board here. Looks like the Nazis have taken over Scotland. So what are we gonna do? Well, Comrade Stalin has always fancied his eye on London. So we got a navy, we got some troops. Let's ready for that deployment. All right. Yes? He wants to see me now? All right, okay. Sorry guys, I gotta go back to Moscow. Stalin has summoned me to go over the reenactment ceremonies in London. So hopefully Sergey and Tanya are not there. I don't like those people very much. But whatever, it's all good. So hold on guys, and I'll be back. And we will plan the invasion of London.
Amazing, these English, how quickly they adapt. They must truly have been crying out for our victory. They have abandoned their old rulers faster than rats, leading a sinking ship. We have done what no one else has dared. The Soviet Union stretches across the entire continent. We have liberated Europe at last. It's time to celebrate. Tea? Well, why not? When in Rome. Excellent. General, you have covered yourself in great honor. I will see to it personally that you are very well taken care of. Nadia, this tea is truly excellent.
Thank you. I prepared it myself.
Poison? You bitch!
You bastard pig!
I can't believe it. Our great leader is gone. Killed and assassinated by German agents. This means war, and it can only mean one thing. The aspirations of invading London are long gone. Now we must look at invading Eastern Europe. And that is exactly what Comrade Chairman and I are going to do. We are going to plan revenge for Stalin, and we are going to launch attacks everywhere, from Sweden to Eastern Germany to Poland to Central Romania to Bulgaria and even in Manchuria. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your butts. All right, welcome back, guys. So, as you can see, the Soviet military machine has been mobilized, and we are going to be attacking on multiple fronts this turn. And let's go over it briefly, but let's do it in detail as well. So we currently have a German fleet off the coast here of Scapa Flow, comprising the Bismarck, 2 coastal submarines, 2 coastal defense ships, a torpedo boat destroyer, and 5 transports. A very mighty target that the Soviet Navy is planning to engage. We're going to bring in the Sovietsky Soyuz, the battleship, battlecruiser, a carrier with a fighter, the light cruiser, 2 destroyers, and a submarine to engage in that battle. We'd like to bring in more, but we have other aspirations here in Sweden. We are going to actually bring in 2 infantry, a artillery and motorized from southern Norway into Norrland against their 3 infantry there. We're also going to bring in an infantry and a tactical bomber into Gotaland here. We're also going to be bringing our seaplane and going on maritime air patrol from Leningrad into the Gulf of Botania here, and we are going to see about raiding them first, raiding the Germans for some money. We are going to bring in this airborne with this transport, fly all the way across and land in Warsaw. The 2 transports here are going to pick up and take 4 units. We had 2 Marines. They're going to land in Konigsberg. And we have 1 infantry in Lithuania going into Konigsberg. It's undefended, but there is the fortification there, which could lead to 2 casualties. We also have a free airborne, and an infantry also landing in Western Poland and Eastern Germany. In Leningrad itself, we have a jet fighter taking off from the airbase there, flying south to engage into Warsaw, as well as 1 in Smolensk. We have a tank destroyer and light tank going 2 spaces from southern Russia into Warsaw. And then we also have 1 infantry going from eastern Poland as well. We have 1 tank, light tank from western Ukraine, going 1-2 and attacking Donetsk. And then we also have a tank destroyer going into central Romania, as well as an infantry from Bessarabia, a motorized and artillery going 2 spaces through southern Ukraine, attacking that area. We're also going to be dropping an airborne. The airborne had survived from my attack that I kept there because of the fortification in Istanbul, so I was able to keep him. So he'll be flying over there, landing. We'll also be carpet bombing. We have a limit of 6 spaces. We're flying from southern Iran into central Armenia and carpet bombing as well. We're also attacking the Navy, the Romanian Navy, down here with my coastal sub and destroyer, along as with 2 airplanes, because we're going to try to bring in 2 transports with 2 mountain, an infantry, and a marine from these areas here over onto Romania to attack as well. Down here in Istanbul, we're going to be attacking Bulgaria, and we're going to be bringing in 1 cavalry, 1 mechanized, and 1 medium armor into that, and we're leaving the mountain infantry in Istanbul as well. And we also have over here in Manchuria a broad attack front. We're taking 1 infantry from Primorsky Krai going into Korea, 1 infantry from Amur going eastern Manchuria, 1 infantry from Chita into northern Manchuria, and then we're taking 3 infantry from these areas here, and 1 motorized going into western Manchuria, and taking those territories away from the Japanese Empire. Aside from that, guys, I think that's the primary, most of our attacks, and the rest will all be non-combat movements. So, shall we dive into it? And let's get cracking. What we're going to do here is we're going to roll for our convoy line. I think we have a 1 modifier, and that's attacking here and seeing if we can take any money off the Germans right off the bat. And red dice is obviously the attacker, and I should have said that before, and the black is the defender, which is a max of $3. So, yeah, let's just put that marker up there for 3. Sorry about that, I should have actually mentioned that to begin with, but I think it's kind of a universal standard now. And red represents the Russians. So yeah, so that's where we're attacking them. So we took $3 off there. I believe what we'll do is we'll probably do the naval battle next, and that's this big battle right here. So bear with me here. I'm going to try to put this camera down into a suitable location where we can see everything, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we are going to be attacking with, there's no real first strikes. I'm going to assume that the coastal subs are joining this battle, which is what I would expect, and we're going to rock and roll and see what happens. So let's attack with my submarine, which I believe is 4 or less. No, sorry, 3 or less. And that's a 7, so that's a miss. 2 destroyers, which I believe is a 4 or less. And misses there. This is a great start. Light cruiser, which is a 5 or less. 6. Well, this is awesome. The fighter, which is a 6 or less. That's a hit. The battle cruiser, which is a 5, which I believe is also a hit. and then the battleship. And that's kind of cocked, but it's a 4, so let's just say 3 hits. And the light carrier does not attack in this battle. So I don't think I missed anything. I think that's everything there. So didn't ask, but I'm going to do what's probably best in this situation, which is probably not knock the battleship over, just because there's a better chance of defending. But probably for casualties, he will probably take the torpedo boat destroyer and the 2 coastal subs, which is what I would choose in this situation. So now their defensive roles come back. So we have a torpedo boat destroyer and coastal subs. The coastal subs will be green and blue. Not that it really matters. Look at that, 2 hits. 2 hits on that. Oh, that's too funny. Okay, no worries, not a problem. We will probably take our submarine and destroyer off of that. I could even take our light carrier, but for now I would like to just take those. And then the 2 coastal defense ships, which I believe are defending at 6s. And of course 2 hits there, why not? And then the battleship itself. And that's a hit too. So 3 more hits. So not good for us at all in this battle. So let's take the light carrier as a casualty in this situation. And then we're also going to damage our battleship. And I think we have to take 1 more too as well, which I guess we'll take the light cruiser. So not good at all. Full as the Russian Navy. This is not good at all. Light. Sorry guys, looking for a damage marker. Not that it really matters. I don't know how well this battle's gonna go now. Okay, so that's what we have there. Okay, and now we're gonna roll our battleship, let's roll our fighter first. Miss. Roll our battle cruiser. 6, I think that's a hit. Yes, it is. And roll the damaged battleship, which should be a 6 or less. Okay, 2 hits. And then 2 coastal defense ships and the battleship. So the 2 coastal defense ships will be defending at 6s. We'll roll those. Oh, thank God, 2 misses. Hopefully you guys are seeing this on camera. I should move that. So that's 2 misses there. And then the battleship, which is an 8, which I think is a hit. So, what do we do now? So, he'll lose both of these, I'm pretty sure. Or will he? Should have got order of losses there. He might actually try to damage the battleship, I think, in this case. So that's probably what I would do, and keep another 1 round fighting. So that's 2 hits there. So 2 for 2. And I still got to take a casualty off, which I think the battlecruiser 7. Let's take the fighter off. And that's where we're at, guys. Okay, so now let's go again. So we'll roll for the battlecruiser, which is 7 or less. That's a hit. And the battleship, which is damage battleship 6 or less. That's another hit, so that's good. Okay, now his coastal defense ship, which is a 9, so that is a miss. That is a miss, right? Yes. And then his battleship retaliatory strike, which will be a 6 or less. And that's a miss. So hopefully I've done that right. We do survive the battle for what he has, but he does lose everything, including the transports. But the Russian Navy definitely took it on the chin there as well. And hopefully, if Silk's okay with that, I did that correctly, and how he would have done the casualties, because I definitely probably would have tried to keep as many ships in battle there. So the Sovietsky Soyuz survives damage, probably not long for this world, as well as the Stalingrad in port there. So that naval attack is successful. Moving on to our next battle. Let's do the naval battle down here. I'm going to try to get this on camera if possible again. And that's right here. Just do a wide shot. Okay, so now we're bringing in a coastal submarine and a destroyer, along with a fighter and a medium bomber. So I'm going to roll all of these well, no, actually, sometimes that gets confusing, up against his 2 ships. So we'll roll our coastal submarine. That's a miss. We'll roll our destroyer. That's a hit. That's a 1. We'll roll our medium bomber. That's another hit. That's a 1. Of course, you guys can't see it. God. And then we'll roll our fight. Well, we already need 2 hits, but we'll roll our fighter anyways. That's a miss, but that's all we needed. And then he will roll his 2 ships in return. Destroyer. Of course, that's a hit. And then the coastal defense ship, which is a miss. So we're going to lose our coastal submarine in that battle. And the Romanian Navy will cease to exist, therefore giving us a chance for our ships to come up and invade Romania. We will have 1 marine landing, we will have 1 infantry landing, and we will have 2 mountain landing as well, along with the land invasion. Now, I forgot, so we had to do that first. Let's do the carpet bombing that's going to be required there. And we got 3 dice. I believe it's 3 or less. And, oh, wow. Looks like we might have gotten 2 hits. Just want to confirm that it's carpet bombing 3 or less. Pretty sure that's it. Haven't done it in a while. Pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. So we got a 1, a 3, and a 9. That one's a bit cocked, but usually we try to go with what we have there. Hopefully that's okay. I'm going to assume he'll probably be taking 2 infantry off for the carpet bombing. I can't remember if carpet bombing's first strike. I think they still get to defend, so we'll make sure we do that as well. Actually, guys, bear with me here. One thing, I'm pretty sure it's not, but just want to double check one thing. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. We're gonna roll them anyways. So that completes that. I think now we can carry on with the rest of our battles here. So let's continue on with the Battle of Romania, since we're already engaged in there. We have brought in 1 airborne tank destroyer, so we're gonna roll all these units slowly. And thoughtfully, diligently, so to speak, and then we're going to go from there. So let's roll with our artillery first strike, and that's a 5, so that's miss. Now we do get 1 infantry bumped up there as well for the artillery. So there is. Where's the rondo? Well, I think we are going to be attacking into mountains, and this is where I have to be careful with this. So we should be having that boost up, but that's going to be 1, so it'll be at 2, and we do actually get a hit with that, right? Because the infantry is attacking with 2, but the artillery boosts him up, but then he's penalized with 1 mountain, so that should be a 3rd hit for the Romanians. We'll roll our airborne surprise attack, so it'll be 3, so it'll be 2. The airborne will be 2 because it goes back down for mountain territory. That one's pretty cocked, but I'm just going to say it's a 4, which is a miss. And then we are also attacking with the motorized, which is a 6, which is a miss. The tank destroyer, which I believe is a 3, but we're going to go down to 2 with that. That's a miss. The 2 Marines that will be attacking, and those are going to be attacking, and those are also going to be misses, as well as... I'm just trying to think, where did I take... Oh, sorry, there was a 1 Marine, sorry. And then the 2 Mountain. So the 2 Mountain will be attacking as well. So we're looking for 1s on this one and misses all around on that. Oh, sorry, and I forgot to mention here too, this tactical bomber, it's also in the fight. It went from the airbase, so it's there too. And that's our last unit there. And that's going to be a 7, and that's a miss. Okay. So he's got 3 casualties. Now I got to defend here. So bear with me here. Just want to check one thing. It's going to be a long video, guys. Hopefully there's not too many breakups. But just trying to do it as accurately as possible. Want to make sure Panzer Grenadiers and advanced mechs, they do defend at 5, so that's pretty good. So so basically it shouldn't really matter which ones they are because they're the same. And the infantry are going to defend at 4s, so we're going to roll our 3 infantry, and we got misses all around, right? Defending at 4, yes. So got a 9, 7, 5, and then we're going to roll the Panzer Grenadiers and the 2 advanced mechs, which is going to be 5 or less. And we got 1 hit on that, 6, 11, and 1. Do they have target selection? I don't think they do. It's not a city. So we're going to take, I think we have to take our naval casualties, so we're going to take that 1 Marine off as well first. And then we're going to go back into combat. So, tank destroyer, 2 or less because of the mountains. And that's a 3, so that's a miss. Artillery, 10. Infantry, 6. 2 mountains, misses. The airborne, which is a 1. That's surprising. That actually is a hit, so that's nice. I think I got everything except for the fighter. So no, 1 more infantry, 2. That's a miss. And we'll roll the fighter, or tactical bomber, and that's a miss. So only 1 hit out of that round. So that's kind of lame, but is what it is. He'll probably take the advanced mech. So, but he still gets 3 rolls again for defense. And he's definitely got 1 hit. This one is considered probably a 6, which is a miss. It's kind of cocked. So, sorry guys. 1 for 1. I think I'll take the infantry off. And then we'll roll again. 2 mountains, misses. Airborne, miss. Artillery, miss. Infantry supported artillery, miss. Motorized, miss. Tactical, miss. Tank destroyer, miss. Well, that was great. And 2 of 5. And 1 hit again. So we will take off... I think we'll take off our airborne this time. Okay. 2 mountain again. Misses. Tank destroyer. That's a 2. That's actually a hit. Artillery. Miss. Motorized. Missed. Infantry. Miss. And tactical. And is that a 7? Oh, that's a hit. So there we go. So we do get our 2 hits. There are 2 defensive rolls at 5, 1 more hit. Sorry, guys. What do we take now again? We'll take off the infantry. Pretty brutal slugging match. but Romania does fall to the Soviets. And then, of course, we're going to have our planes that are going to have to fly back. That one was taking an airborne. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so, but this will be in here. This will be in here. This tank destroyer will be there. The 2 mountains. I think that should be everything. Okay, next up, guys. Everything is a walk-in except let's do the battle here in Warsaw. Now, it is a city. Oh, so I believe cities get defended 1. We're up 1. For their infantry units or infantry class units. So that should be 4 there. So they'll be defending at 5. And then we'll be attacking with everything here. Now we also have this airborne that's also landing into the city as well, and he'll have a space of 2 spaces for that plane once he's done. So we're bringing in 2 jets. I apologize, guys. Infantry, 2 infantry, light armor, and tank destroyer. Okay, so let's roll this stuff. Let's roll the airborne. 3. Nice. I think that's a hit too because it's going into a city, but it is a hit. Okay, and infantry attacking at 2s. Misses. Light armor, which that's a 1. That's for sure a hit. Tank destroyer. That's a miss. And 2 jet fighters. I think that's it. I'm not missing anything, am I? Don't think so. 2 jet fighters. And 2 more hits. So that's a total of 4 hits. So he'll probably take off his infantry in this battle. More than likely. Well, actually, no. He'll probably... Well, the advanced mechs defend at 5, but the infantry do have target selection. I'm pretty sure he'll probably want to leave 1 infantry behind. But regardless, though, he's defending everything at 5. So let's roll those out. Roll all 3 infantry, or all 4 infantry first. And it looks like just 1 hit at 5. So we will take airborne. Let's take 1 infantry off. And then he'll roll his advanced mechs. And that's a 10, so that's a miss. Or not advanced mechs, the remaining infantry. Or the advanced mech, whatever. Sorry, all 5 are done there. Okay, and then we'll return our strike with the fighters. And we got 2 hits there. And that's all we need anyways, so that's fine. And then we'll roll his return strike. That's a 4, so that is a hit. Should I take the infantry or the airborne? The airborne's always nice, but I think let's just take the airborne off. Okay, so that's it. So Warsaw is also fallen now. Let's go up here to Gotaland, where 1 infantry and 1 tactical is attacking. The infantry is green, the tactical is yellow. Okay, well the infantry actually gets a hit. And defensive roll at 4, he's a 6, so that is a miss. So we do take that territory as well. Sorry. This... Anyway, sorry, doesn't matter. Just got distracted here. And then we're attacking with first strike into Nordland artillery. That's a 5. That's a miss. Infantry supported. Miss. And then the infantry itself. Miss. And motorized. Missed. And the medium bomber, which is a hit. And is that a target select medium bomber? No, it does not. Okay, so he's got 1 hit. He's defending with 3, returning. Look at that! Holy shoot! 3 hits. Well, I think that's 3 hits. Yeah, that should be 3 hits. All right, well, let's take the motorized off. Let's take off, I guess, the 2 infantry. Oof, it's not good. Not good at all. And we'll take 1 infantry off. All right, well, this might be a short battle. Probably will be. Sorry, guys. Still suffering from that cough. Okay, artillery. Miss, medium bomber. Miss. Oh, boy. And, misses. Okay, well, that's good. Do I continue the attack, though? Oof, jeez. Do I continue the attack and risk losing a medium bomber? I almost feel the odds are against me right now, and I should probably conserve what I have. Oh, not ideal. Not ideal. Let me ponder this for a second here. Let me ponder this. No, I think I'm going to be tactful here, and I'm going to withdraw. So I'm not sure if I'll move the plane back there, but the artillery will definitely go back from where it came from. And that's it. I'm just going to take 1 break here, guys. Just verify I didn't miss anything. Okay. Sorry. All right. So let's do something here. We will make sure that the Germans do keep that territory. But let's just switch some territories over here. So $1 for Gotaland. We have these transports that are dropping troops off right here. $4 for Eastern Germany. Okay, so we're going to change that on the board. So we're going to go 5. So we're going to go to 71. 66. Yeah. We're also taking Eastern Poland, which is for 1. Oh, I forgot to, okay, well, let me just do Eastern Poland, so that's 72. Forgot to do the combat rolls here in Konigsberg, and really, we're rolling 2 dice. 2 dice at 5 or less. And misses, 10 and an 8. So that's good for us. So Konigsberg falls. I don't know if that's worth anything. Maybe not. Oh, no, it is. It's worth $1. Okay, it's worth $1. This tank is moving into Donetsk, which is not worth anything, sadly. Okay. All right. And Warsaw is worth $1. So that's $2 more. So we're up to 74. Make sure I put my units in there that we're taking the territory with. Right. Yeah, okay. Romania, it's worth $2. So we're going to move that up. Oh, we also have the battle in Bulgaria too. So let's do that. That's 3 units. So we have a cavalry. That's a 2, so that is actually a hit. That's nice. We'll roll the medium armor, 5. So we got 2 hits for sure against his 1 infantry, and that's a 12. So that's a miss. So Bulgaria is worth, I believe, another $1. I'm right. Yes. With no casualties. Okay. Now we'll go to 77. Romania check. Got all that. Got that. Nordland. Okay, and now we're going to move over to the territories here in Manchuria. So Korea, that's 2. Eastern Manchuria is 3. Northern Manchuria is 4. Western Manchuria is 5 in total. So that's $5 more. So up to 82 now. So that's good. Of course, so I know we've poked the bear here, the proverbial bear, with Japan and Germany. And I'm sure they're not going to be happy about a lot of this. Can't say I blame them, but all's fair in love and war. And then we're going to go down here. Oh, actually, and I forgot for the C.C.P. to collect their $2 bonus, since they got $6 in 2, so they should have 8 this game, or this round, because of that rail that was complete. Okay, so Manchuria, the quest for Japan and the territories in there is completed. We just got to move planes around and do non-combat, so I don't think I've missed any other battles. So let's return our planes back to where they came from. And we're going to bring this medium bomber back to Norway. We're going to bring this... Do we? Yes. Since we wiped out the transports, that was a key thing. We're going to bring our medium bomber back. We're going to bring our tactical bomber back to Norway. Going to take off these combat arrows just to help visually show everything. These transports obviously have nowhere to go and no ports to go into, sadly, even if they wanted to, which is actually kind of interesting. But regardless, that doesn't matter. This transport here, after dropping that troop there, it can go a max of 2 spaces. So where should it go is a very good question. I think what we'll do here is go to Western Ukraine for now. Now the jet fighters that were engaged in that battle, they both had air bases. They had to go 1, 2, 3. So we could go 1, is that true? It's just, 1, 2, right? 1. Yeah, so we have to go one space back. Oop, sorry. So we're kind of limited, so we'll go into Luhansk. And then that one can go back 2. That will also go there, I think, for now. I might change that. These planes all have 2, and they can move 2. And we'll fly them back to Istanbul, right? 2 Strat Bomber. Fighter. Medium bomber will also go back to Istanbul. Sorry guys, bear with me. I know it's a long turn, but a lot going on here. Okay, so just do a recap as I'm going here. 2 Marines, infantry in Königsberg, airborne in Western Poland, infantry in Eastern Germany, medium tank in Donetsk, tank destroyer, light armor, infantry in Warsaw. Change up the factories here. Romania will have a tank destroyer, artillery, 2 mountain, and a motorized. Bulgaria will have a mechanized medium armor and cavalry. The factory in Eastern Germany temporarily goes down to a minor factory. Istanbul, so Istanbul has 1 mountain, 2 strat bombers, a fighter, a tactical bomber, a medium bomber. What else do we have here? One, 2, 3. Now they got long-range aircraft. So what we'll do here, this transport will go back 2 spaces. This jet fighter can only go 1. This jet fighter will go back to southern Russia for 2 for placements. Let's see, what else? We're going to move this infantry from this area here in Poland up 1 to Lubinsky. We're going to move, or actually, hold on. We'll move this infantry from Polinsky back to southern Russia. We're going to move these motorized and artillery from northern Belarusia up 2 spaces to Lubinsky with that 1 militia in there. We have a medium armor breaking out from Smolensk going 1-2 into Lubinsky as well. We have another medium armor over here, leaving Kiev, going 1-2 into eastern Poland with that militia. I think that's probably it for non-combat movements there. We also have that army there, 8th. Okay, that should be fine. Okay. I think that's everything there. Got our non-combat movements. Sorry, bear with me, guys. Apologize. Been advanced. It's a long, boring turn, but nonetheless, it is what it is. So this fighter here, we're gonna, in southern Iran, we're gonna move 1, 2, right? Southern Iran, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go to Sevastopol, where there's an air base. We're gonna go down there and just move some troops in the Middle East. We're going to move this cavalry into Saudi Arabia. This airborne is going to walk up to Qatar. This self-propelled artillery is going to go into southern Iraq. This infantry, right? This infantry is going to go into southern Iraq. This infantry is going to stay in Mahara, or the one in Punjab is going to go back into southern Iran. And I think that's it for non-combat movements there. I think we're pretty much done, guys, except for place units. So let me just go around to the other side of the board here. Now, I did have a rail movement. I was going to move this major factory, and then I realized, oh, crap. I just used my tech rolls, all of them, so I can't do that. Silly, silly me. So instead of that, I'm going to build, and I don't know if I went over my buys, but these are my buys here. We're going to build a medium factory in... I wonder if I shouldn't go there. Sorry, just thinking. No. Before I place units, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this medium armor back here into Western Ukraine. This transport's going to go here, and this jet fighter is going to go here, since they had 2 spaces. This infantry in Polyansk is going to go back up to Lubinsky. So we're going to have a medium armor, or a T-34, militia, infantry, artillery, and motorized in Lubinsky. And then we're going to have these 3 units, transport plane, that, and that. Because this is where I'm going to be placing my medium factory, right there. However, so that's right. We're going to move my militia from out of Kiev up into Western Ukraine as well, just to help protect that guy there. So it still gives me, actually, I should, before I get too excited, I still have some rail movements here. So I think what I might do here, in Moscow, I might move 2 militia as part of my rail movements up into Western, up into Western Ukraine. So that's a total of 3 militia there. Leaving 1 militia in Moscow. Okay, that's good. So yeah, let's place units here. Done wasting our time. Improved factories, so we have 2 mountain going into Istanbul. Over here, so that's a total of 3 mountain in total in there. Plus a militia going in there. Plus 2 coastal guns as well into Istanbul. So very, very tough nut to crack, as much as I can try to anyways. Primorsky Krai, we're going to be putting some more coastal guns there too as well. In case the Japanese want it, they're going to have to fight for it. So that's going to be 3 coastal guns in Primorsky Krai, or in total, sorry. And then we are going to be putting down a T-34 and a motorized in Kiev. Another T-34 and a motorized there in Smolensk. And then a mechanized and medium armor up here in Norway, completing my buy, which seems pathetic in many ways. And that's it, guys. That is it. So hopefully I did a good synopsis of everything, and if you're confused, some of the players, I can just message you directly. In the meantime, I'm just going to hover over here, let you guys look at everything to confirm, and then we will go from there as part of figuring out what to do for the next turn, next sequence. But okay, guys, that's all. Total income, I'll have to double check, is $82. We have lost the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, but I do get the Lend-Lease here from the Allies. So we're getting $5 now, so we're at 87, right? 87? Yeah, $87. Sweet. So that's pretty high count for sure. $87, and we'll see what happens next turn, guys. Sorry for the long turn. Hopefully everything's good. Take care. Stay classy. One small little bonus, guys, there, since I did achieve the victory point of European buffer zone. I get 1 fortification to be placed in Warsaw and 2 infantry to be placed in central Romania, which is a nice little bonus. Didn't even think about that. So I can put a fortification down there as well as 2 more extra infantry in central Romania. All right, guys, thanks again, and go Russia.